All right, y'all. So, we talk a lot about the law of assumption, the law of abundance, but I really want to talk about the law of assumption, right? Because a lot of y'all really think that your mindset has nothing to do with the results that you get in real life, but that's not the case. You have to have an abundance mindset, but you also have to assume that good things are going to happen to you. You have to assume that you're going to get all of the things that you see. So like you see all of these cars here, instead of thinking, I can't get these cars, you're assuming that you can't do it. You have to have that assumption, and a lot of you guys will think that it's arrogance. I can't assume that I'm going to get something, but that's where you're stuck. That's where they've trapped you. Because in your mind, all you've thought of was that you assume that nothing is ever going to work out for you, which is why nothing ever does. Because the universe is interesting. The way the universe works, all it does is it gives you all of the things that you assume that you're going to have. An assumption, it can be positive or negative. So it can either make you poor or it can make you rich. So the first thing you have to do is be aware of all of the things that are around you and be aware that you have the potential, you have the capacity to get everything that you ever want. But the reality is, none of you ever assume that you're going to get it because you've been conditioned to believe that you have to be humble. You have to be this person that assumes that nothing's ever going to really work out, which is why nothing ever does. Let's conquer the world together. That's why I created Training Grounds. Training Grounds is the ultimate self-development and fitness community where you'll learn training, nutrition, build social skills and network. You need to have a community of men around you that are elevating you on a day-to-day basis, that's going through a lot of the trials and tribulations, so that way you don't feel alone. That's why I created Training Grounds. You'll learn how to build an incredible business for yourself, for me. So tap in, link is in the description. Become a conqueror, be around other conquerors, and let's conquer the world together. I'm gonna catch you in Training Grounds. So if you start to assume that you're going to close that next deal, you might be able to close that next deal. If anything, you will close that next deal because the energy is going to reflect. When you go around nice things, assume that you can acquire those things because that's what's going to allow for your mind to work to be able to figure out what you need to do to actually get those things. That's how it works. That's how the richest people become rich. That's how people who come from nothing get what they want because they have that light switch in their brain where they're like, I can actually get this thing. It's belief. That's what the Bible talks about. That's what all of the top people talk about. You have to believe in yourself and you have to believe in your ability to acquire those things. And belief is essentially just assumption, which is why we have the universal law of assumption. So the more that you can assume that you'll be able to get a lot of these different things that you see, and the more that you can assume that these things are easy or within your grasp, that's when you're going to achieve everything that you want to achieve. That's when you will acquire everything. It's not about being materialistic, but it's about believing that you're a human being that has infinite amounts of potential and you can get everything that you want as long as you assume that you are the person that can acquire the things that you want. There are two types of men in this world. There are the drifters and the conquerors. Literally the only two. Now, you can choose which one you want to be. I don't want you to be a drifter. I want you to be a conqueror. Drifter is somebody who does not have a vision for themselves, do not have any goals. They stay the same. They're complacent. They're coping around everything. I don't like being around those people, and you don't either. Now, the reality is, to become a conqueror, you need to have goals. You need to have a vision. You may not have the finances, but you do have $97 a month to be able to work with other men, to be able to have that motivation, because that's what's going to drive you the most. It's more of a group setting motivation. And that's why I created this, because I cannot help every single person one-on-one. So tap in with me, link is in the description. Become a conqueror, be around other conquerors, and let's conquer the world together. I'm gonna catch you in Training Grounds. All right, so I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. I appreciate you for watching. I hope this inspired you. I hope that this made you believe in yourself finally, because you probably haven't been taught to believe in yourself. You've been taught to be this low-level person, to never think that you can get everything that you want. But at the end of the day, you can do it. So tap in, send this to a friend who needs this, like, comment, subscribe, tap into the link below, Training Grounds, join Training Grounds, so where all the men are really just out there just assuming that they're going to get everything they want. They assume that they're going to get the bodies that they want. They assume that they're going to get the money that they want. They assume they're going to get the woman that they want. That's what it is. It's all about belief. So I'm going to catch you on the next video.